If you are tired of going in circles, reading self-help books, setting ambitious goals, and staying optimistic only for your progress to shatter the moment life gets difficult, let this truth sink in. Two people face the exact same setback. One crumbles, blames the world, blames the system, and falls into despair. The other stays silent, adapts, sharpens his skills, and rebuilds from scratch. The setback is identical. The context is identical. Yet the outcome is light years apart. Why? Because life does not defeat us. Our mindset does. Most people spend their entire lives fighting external shadows. They believe their unhappiness is caused by their job, their financial standing, their upbringing, or the people who mistreated them. They wait for the world to become gentle, fair, and accommodating before they decide to take action. But the world is not going to change for you. The world is indifferent, chaotic, and unpredictable. In an era driven by endless drama, outrage, victimhood, and emotional fragility, Stoicism puts total power back into your hands. Changing your life doesn't start with your bank account, your social status, or your external environment. It starts inside your own mind. Align your thinking, and everything else in your reality will adjust. But make no mistake, this philosophy is not a gentle pat on the back. It does not offer quick shortcuts or comfortable lies. We have condensed the ultimate Stoic code into 4 brutal, non-negotiable pillars. This isn't feel-good fluff. It is a practical blueprint for emotional dominance, mental clarity, and relentless self-discipline. Before we break down Pillar 1, make your commitment right now. Type this in the comments below to state your intention. I refuse to be ruled by emotions. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button to help spread this message, and do not skip a single second. Every pillar builds directly upon the last. Let's begin. Pillar 1. Emotional control and strategic silence. The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus wrote a line that contains the key to complete psychological freedom. It's not events themselves that trouble us, but how we interpret them. Consider the mechanics of human suffering. Imagine 2 different individuals receiving the exact same insult at work. The first individual fuses with his emotional reaction. He fumes for weeks, replays the conversation 1,000 times in his head, loses sleep, and hands his internal peace over to a throwaway comment made by a careless person. The second individual hears the exact same words, but recognizes them for what they are: projection, noise, and external chaos. He smiles, lets the words fall to the ground, and moves on with his day. Same insult, same context. 2 completely different internal realities. It is never the insult, the traffic, the financial delay, or the personal criticism that stings. It is your interpretation that does the damage. Most people live like puppets on emotional strings. Their internal peace is so fragile that it can be stolen in seconds by a bad driver, a rude email, a lower-than-expected paycheck, or a cold remark. They give away their power to everyone and everything around them. When you overreact, lash out, spiral into anxiety, or throw a tantrum, you become predictable, weak, and remarkably easy to manipulate. Anyone who knows how to provoke your temper owns you. To break free from this state of emotional slavery, you must execute 2 fundamental Stoic rules. First, master the space between stimulus and response. When something triggers you, when a plan fails, when an insult lands, or when unexpected bad news arrives, your immediate instinct will be to react with emotion. You must train yourself to pause. Take a breath, step back mentally, and ask yourself one simple question: is this within my direct control? If the answer is no, then your emotional reaction is a complete waste of human energy. If a situation is outside your control, managing your internal state is the only job you have. Learn to strip away the dramatic narrative you attach to objective events. "He insulted me" is a fact. "My day is ruined and nobody respects me" is a fictional story you are telling yourself. Separate the stimulus from the story. Second, harness the strategic power of silence. Epictetus advised, "Let silence be your general rule, or speak only when necessary." We live in an age dominated by noise. Everyone is shouting to be seen, broadcasting their opinions, complaining about their hardships, and revealing their long-term strategies to anyone who will listen. The Stoic understands that speech is energy, and energy is a finite resource. Silence is not weakness, it is composure, mystery, and tactical strength. When you keep your mouth shut, you observe what others miss. You listen faster, think deeper, and respond with razor-sharp precision rather than emotional impulse. When you stop explaining your life choices to people who don't care, when you stop arguing with fools online, and when you stop oversharing your goals before you've achieved them, you become unreadable. When you move in silence, your enemies cannot predict your next step, and your critics have no leverage against you. Let the rest of the world waste their spirit shouting into the void. You will build your fortress in absolute silence. Pillar 2. Eliminating weakness and absolute discipline. Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote down a personal reminder in his journal. Build your character one deliberate act at a time, and be satisfied if each action is performed as best it can be. The single biggest mistake people make when attempting to rebuild their lives is that they negotiate with their weakness. They engage in micro-compromises every day. They say, "Hit snooze just one more time, it won't ruin my day. I'll skip the workout today and start eating clean next Monday. I'll scroll on my phone for 5 more minutes." Understand this cold reality. Every single time you negotiate with comfort, weakness expands its territory. Over time, these small concessions stack up until weakness becomes your default identity. The disciplined, confident, focused version of you isn't missing. It is being buried under a mountain of daily excuses. Most modern self-help advice preaches the pursuit of motivation. But motivation is an unreliable, fleeting emotion. It is a temporary emotional high that feels amazing when it arrives, but vanishes the second the weather gets cold, the task becomes boring, or physical fatigue sets in. If you only execute when you feel motivated, your output will be forever inconsistent. Discipline is not a feeling, it is a chosen identity. The Stoics never waited to feel inspired. They actively trained for friction. They understood that character is not forged on the sunny days when everything goes smoothly. Character is forged in the uncomfortable moments when your mind screams at you to quit, and you step forward anyway. Dragging yourself out of bed when it's dark and cold, doing the hard work when you are exhausted, keeping your promises when no one is watching, these are the quiet victories that build mental armor. Consider your daily routine. When your alarm rings, do you rise immediately like a warrior answering the call? Or do you surrender to comfort before your eyes are even fully open? When an obstacle appears, do you seek an exit strategy, or do you lean into the difficulty? Stop treating your goals as optional suggestions. Build non-negotiable systems. Set routines that run regardless of your emotional state. Wake up at the same hour. Train your body consistently. Feed your mind valuable knowledge, and execute your duties without debate. Every single day, you are faced with a fundamental choice. You will either endure the temporary pain of discipline right now, or you will carry the heavy, permanent weight of regret for the rest of your life. If you are choosing discipline today, type this in the comments section right now. Discipline over feelings. No deals with weakness. Pillar 3. Shielded focus and self-validation. The great Stoic philosopher Seneca issued a stern warning that rings louder today than ever before. If your energy is scattered everywhere, you'll end up nowhere. We are currently living through a historical war for human attention. Every application, notification, news headline, short-form video, and social media feed is engineered by world-class engineers to hijack your dopamine system, fracture your concentration, and keep you in a state of perpetual outrage and distraction. When you spend your waking hours constantly checking your phone, reacting to every viral drama, and jumping between tasks, your brain becomes addicted to cheap stimulation. You become anxious, irritable, and incapable of deep, sustained thought. You cannot build a meaningful career, master a complex skill, or engineer a powerful life if your focus is sold for pennies every hour. Your focus is your life force. Where your attention goes, your energy flows, and your results inevitably follow. To protect your mind, you must build an iron wall around your focus. Eliminate digital noise, turn off unnecessary notifications, set boundaries on social media consumption. Create a daily protocol where you give at least 60 to 90 minutes of uninterrupted, deep focus to your primary goal. No phone, no tabs, no side conversations. Just deep, intentional work. In a world of distracted, scattered minds, a person who can focus deeply for hours at a time possesses an unfair competitive advantage. However, protecting your focus is only half the battle. You must also sever your addiction to external validation. Marcus Aurelius identified this bizarre human contradiction when he wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." Look closely at why you hold back in life. Why do you hesitate to launch that project, speak your truth, enforce strict boundaries, or break away from mediocrity? Because you are afraid of being judged. You are waiting for the people around you to clap, validate your choices, and grant you permission to evolve. Here is an uncomfortable reality. When you decide to improve yourself, do not expect applause. Expect resistance. Your new discipline will make other people's laziness uncomfortable. Your quiet focus will highlight their lack of direction. Your growth will threaten their comfort zone. As a result, friends, colleagues, or even family members may joke about your new habits, question your motives, or attempt to pull you back down to the level they are comfortable with. A Stoic does not adjust his stride for the applause or the boos of the crowd. You do not need a green light from your peers, your family, or social media followers to upgrade your life. The only approval you require is the approval of your own conscience when you look in the mirror at night. Validate yourself through relentless execution. Work hard in private, keep your head down, and let your results speak for you. Pillar 4. Radical responsibility and living alignment. Seneca wrote a powerful truth regarding human development. A stone is polished through friction. A person is refined by challenges. Most people treat discomfort like an enemy. The moment adversity, failure, heartbreak, or financial stress appears, their immediate reaction is to run. They reach for quick escapes, junk food, alcohol, mindless scrolling, or endless entertainment, to numb the uncomfortable feelings rising inside them. They want a life without friction, a path without obstacles, and progress without pain. But weakness is built in comfort. Strength is built in the storm. Discomfort is not a punishment sent to destroy you. It is your ultimate instructor. It is the fire that burns away your illusions and tests what you are actually made of. When you face a difficult season, do not ask life to make things easier. Do not wish for the hardship to disappear. Stand firm, look the problem in the eye, and ask, what strength, patience, or skill is this adversity forcing me to develop? To turn discomfort into power, you must adopt radical responsibility for everything in your life. Stop pointing fingers. Stop blaming your past, your parents, your ex-partner, the economy, or bad luck for where you are today. Even if a situation was not entirely your fault, your response to it is entirely your responsibility. If you wasted years in toxic relationships, own it. If you neglected your health, own it. If you spent money carelessly or procrastinated on your career goals, own it without making excuses. Shame and self-pity are useless emotions that keep you chained to your past. Radical ownership, on the other hand, sets you free. The exact moment you stop playing the victim and say, "My current life is the result of my decisions and I have the power to change it," is the exact moment you reclaim your power. Finally, you must close the gap between what you say you believe and how you actually live. Marcus Aurelius summarized the entire Stoic philosophy into a single, devastating sentence. Don't waste time debating what a good man should be. Be one. It is astonishingly easy to consume content, memorize famous quotes, buy books, and talk endlessly about discipline, virtue, and self-improvement. But reading about swimming will never keep you from drowning, and reading philosophy means nothing if your daily actions contradict your words. Do not be a philosopher in speech while living like a coward in private. If you claim to value strength, train your body and mind daily. If you claim to value focus, delete the distractions that waste your time. If you claim to value integrity, keep your promises to yourself and others. Align your thoughts, your words, and your daily actions until they form one seamless, unbreakable unity. That congruent alignment is where true confidence, peace, and power reside. Conclusion and final pledge. Master your reactions and command. Silence. Separate objective facts from dramatic stories. Slow down your responses and preserve your energy through strategic silence. Destroy weakness with absolute discipline. Stop bargaining with comfort. Reject unreliable motivation and build non-negotiable daily systems. Shield your focus and stop seeking approval. Protect your attention from digital noise. Work in silence and execute without needing external validation. Lean into discomfort and embody your values. Treat adversity as your teacher. Take radical responsibility for your life and align your actions with your philosophy. Philosophy is not an academic exercise to discuss in classrooms. It is a practical weapon designed for the battle of daily life. Do not try to change everything overnight. Pick one pillar today. Apply it relentlessly from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. Then, wake up tomorrow and do it again. If you are ready to stop making excuses, discard your weakness, and build an unshakable mindset, drop our final pledge in the comments right now. I strengthen my mind, I rebuild my life. Like this video to help the algorithm share this message with those who need it. Subscribe to the Stoic Fortuna for more unfiltered ancient wisdom, and send this video to someone who is ready to face the truth. Fix your mind. Fix your life. Stay disciplined.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Watch the next one here.